Necesito el azúcar.
Alright. Whoa, wait a second. It says Twitch is offline? Hold on a second. Why does Twitch say it's offline? No, it's working. It's weird. Is it StreamBuddy not connected to Twitch properly? No, it is. Huh. For some reason I can't see how many people are watching on Twitch right now. Strange. We just passed... Well, maybe it's still in it. Where the sun is like directly lined up with the direction of the avenues. It just passed because I think you could see it on this building. See, because you could see the shadow. Otherwise, the building edge would have been lined up with this direction. So there would be, like, the shadow would end at the building. But I guess we passed it already. It moves fast. Anyway, good afternoon. We're on First Avenue walking south. I see Magnificent Centaur, Lennon Graham, Florian Schwartz, Thomas on Twitch, Hobson Lopez, Robert Sparger, Victoria Morrison, Hugo 45. Caesar wonders who needs sugar. So I think there was a couple people carrying a box of Coke Zero, and the guy who saw them in the street, maybe he worked in their building, he's like, you need sugar, because Coke Zero is fake sugar, you know, the sugar substitute. Anyway, Luke Skywalker, happy Sunday. G-Pel, hello. Tilburg Salesman's here. Always be testing, that's right. Glad you're enjoying it, Luke. I am. I received those things I mentioned in yesterday's stream, where I alluded to. So I'm testing out my theory. Everything is like a mess in there. It's all just slapped together, as it usually is in walking commuter fashion. But maybe if we have a chance to sit down, I'll dig in my bag for you. My bag of tricks, my Mary Poppins item box. Bottomless pit. And show you what I have going on in there. Andrew Horton, thanks for 25 months of membership. Big Pile of Wesley, of course. We have a couple of folks who watch on Twitch who like to give recommendations, and I try to ask for new ones for rating, like people we've never rated before, so we try to kind of go around the world, so to speak. And thank you for the follow too. Big Pile of Wesley. Lee, good afternoon. Sorry, I'm delayed on chat. I start with the chat where the first ones come in, and I just kind of try to make my way down and catch up. It looks like I'm already behind. Sheila, hello. Michael Donatai, Luke, so far so good. That's underwear. Kidoke. John Burke, 72 Neo, Paul McNeely, Sharon Solomon, Bear in the Garden, Flying Carpet, Strawberry Fields. Yeah, it was brisk this morning if anybody was out in New York. We pretty much made it to sub 30 degree temperatures this morning. But it's already warming up. Enforcer, good afternoon. Nomad, yo. Johnster, hello. Roberto, hi. Luke over on Kick as well. Dominating the multi-streaming multiverse? Multi-streaming chat? We're also on Rumble, but I have no idea what goes on Rumble because there's no way for me to read the chat with my app here. It's not my app, it's the app that I use, but you know what I mean. David Ballmer, hello. A pep wave. What is that? All smashed in there. Athletic undergarments. Oh boy. I think we can get ourselves into the fashion show if we work hard at the brand. I think some of these might actually might pop in the fashion world. Maybe. I'm making that up. I got turned very funny. Anyway. Nice, Wesley. Glad to hear it. And yeah, Small Talk Champion, Angvid's another friend who helps us make recommendations. Gigi's here. Good afternoon. Laurent Sarahai. Monetize Aubrey over on Kick. Hello, WWE fan, aka The Smasher. Hoping John Cena changes his theme song for his heel run. I'm assuming. Robert T. Bear in the Garden over on YouTube. Mark Lupka. Christian Gregory, Sally Scipio. All right, we're getting there. Oh, good thought, Wesley. Get a tab on StreamBuddy. Yeah, because it has that support to just throw up a website, right? Yeah. Rumble's an interesting platform. They're the ones that reached out to me. And then after a couple of months, when I reached back out to the person who reached out to me, it was just silence. I know I'm no Dr. Disrespect or whatever. But you know, if they go through the trouble of reaching out to me and then they're unresponsive, that just doesn't, I don't know. Not that I really am offended or anything like that. Like, I'm not big by any means. It's just the principle. The principle. Oh well. But yeah, good thought. StreamBuddy is very powerful, and the developer is very responsive. Ivor. We have collection names until the end of the decade. Yeah, the only thing we're missing is execution. Thanks for the shout out to Wesley. Oh, a Pepwave handle. Oh. Yeah, I don't need that. It's like a live view. Yeah, that's what BellaBox does already. At a fraction of the cost. And with a lot more customizability, I guess, flexibility, but that also could be a reason why I screw everything up so much. Anyway, Crap DZ, hello, Jet City, hi. I think I got you, Stefan Schober, right? Elliot Brown, hello, welcome back. I don't do talk-to-speech, no, or text-to-speech, sorry. Gordon Memsley was 7 months of membership. That's right, it's Andrew. Thanks for that extra support over on Twitch. Yeah, it's just a courtesy. Like, it's weird. I guess they probably were hoping that I would like make it my primary platform or something. It's not that easy to do though. But there was no word of that, so if they can't frame their expectations, then that's it. It sounds like it was one of those campaigns where they just like reached out to like probably using bots to reach out to as many live people as possible, and throw the kitchen sink, see what sticks. Donna, hello. Dr. Disrespect. He's quite athletic in real life too, without going into any of the controversies, but Luke with a $10 super chat. That's over on YouTube, right? Thank you for the extra support, Luke. Supporting everywhere with premium stuff and the super chat on top of it. You're like using that Luke Skywalker's last wizard spell. What is it? It's astral projection or whatever he did. Thank you for the support. Me. No. Yeah, so I'll go over what I'm testing today. I think I'm actually caught up. Yes, Fifth Avenue divides east-west. So if you're in Manhattan and you're looking at an address, let's say the address is like 1 West 15th Street. That means it's very close to Fifth Avenue and it's facing west. Now he's got the light. Oh, well, the bikes are going, so I guess I'm going too. So they start from the low numbers and go up as you get away from Fifth Avenue and head towards the river. So every address in Manhattan is going to have an east or west delineation, at least where Fifth Avenue is involved. Depopulated. There was like a mass exodus early in the pandemic, but if anything, rents are higher than ever now. And the people getting depopulated are those who can't afford it. But that's probably the only thing that could be happening, which is also not good. But let's see how things play out. Helga, glad you're enjoying. Anyway, what I'm testing today is I'm still trying to solve the power situation in the backpack. Next, if I do solve the power, the next thing to solve is cooling. As we slowly creep into warmer weather, cooling may become a problem. I really hope it doesn't, but it may. But here's what I'm testing now. So I got one of those USB hubs that does not take a power delivery USB plug for power, and that uses just a regular barrel plug. Because my theory is that these boards, Vegas Wangshan is here. My theory is that all these boards just don't have, like, I know his back is open. Oh yeah, he's got a ton of stuff in there, must not be closing properly. Anyway, my theory is that these boards, especially a lot of these USB hubs, don't have the best electrical isolation internally, because I've seen when I use some of these powered hubs on my BellaBox thing, where they like cause a surge or something, and BellaBox has restarted itself multiple times. People might remember that happened a few times in the past, where it just kind of rebooted itself. And I think it's because when a USB port that also can provide power, sometimes there's like leakage of electricity or something. Well, anyway, so I got one of these which does not provide power and gets separate power source from a barrel plug, because I feel like none of them try to send juice back through the hub in those cases, unless it's a special power delivery port. Because the way the power delivery hubs work, from my understanding, is they actually send the power through the hub into the whatever it's charging, and then the power comes back out to charge the devices that are plugged into the hub. It seems inefficient, but I think that's how it works. Maybe somebody who knows better can correct me on that. But I thought I remember reading about that somehow. So I got an adapter that goes from a USB-C cable to the barrel plug. So my theory is that it'll be better. I think this is a turn signal for the people turning, so we should be able to make it. Rather than using an AC adapter inefficiently on a power bank, which they do have, we were using yesterday. I have it plugged in directly with the USB-C cable into a power delivery port on another power bank. And the cable is able to support, the cable and power bank are rated for the support of the power needs through the barrel plug. Anyway, so that's the current test. I do sometimes scrap TZ. Louis Bailey, hello. Susanna, hi. Javier De La Torre, hello. Susie Q. Original Grant. I guess you could say we're in East Village now. We just hit south of 14th Street on 1st Avenue. USB-C power delivery with poetry? Oh no. In devices and chords, a dance does begin. USB-C whispers, let the power in. With delivery's grace, it shares the load. Fast and efficient on every road. From phone to laptop, a connection so bright. Charging together, a seamless delight. Something interesting in there. Power does leak. That's my experience, or at least my potentially incorrect interpretation of my experience. Retro shops. How about Sarita's mac and cheese? It's not that retro. They moved to the corner. They got big. They used to be a few doors down, but they got so popular they got a bigger space. Thai Terminal's been here for a long time too. We didn't get kicked out, but we came here as a group once and we accidentally broke a water glass many years ago. I think it was where, Smack used to be over here, maybe, at where Best Dam is. Best Dam breakfast burrito, supposedly. Saltwater coffee. Interesting. I hope the coffee's not actually salty. Have I tried Caribbean food? I mean, at some point. You know what's interesting about New York? So many pizza shops, for whatever reason, on the menu of a lot of these pizza shops is a Jamaican beef patty. And I don't fully understand when that happened or why that happened, but it's still pretty common at any local pizza joint to get the option of a beef patty.
I mean, I don't know the exact numbers, but it was like
USB-C power in terms of quinoa? Oh no. That's particularly confusing. Juji Gatame, hello. Circle Beyond, good afternoon. Oh wait, you wanted a retro shop? How about Venero's? You don't get much more retro than Venero's. It's been here since 1894 in this location. Russo's has been here a long time too. Yeah, 1908. I remember. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I remember. No line for indoor seating right now. They have Sfingy and Zeppeli. Anyway, it's not as busy as it used to be. Quite busy. Maybe they've gotten more efficient, or it just doesn't get as much foot traffic, or with delivery services, it's just less something. But yeah, it was our go-to place for birthdays since I grew up in Stuytown. Audio situation today, just directly out of the Pocket 3. I made no changes to that. I should have brought the external mics to see what happens with that lib UVC thing and external audio. Sushi Lab has a couple locations in the city. This particular Sushi Lab location is my favorite. It's a small, intimate space. I don't know when he's in, but the maitre d' is very good there too. It does trivia. If you're there at the right time, they might do karaoke with all the patrons too. The weather today is interesting. It started off sub-freezing, and it's supposed to get up close to 50. And I think it stays in the 40s overnight, and then it's going to rain tomorrow. So our long walk from Brooklyn into Manhattan is going to be pretty wet. At least it's looking like that right now. We'll see. Angvid's here. Hello. I don't know where Method Man lives. Thanks, Colleen. RJ, hello. Rewind, hi. My music school is over there too. It's also been around for over 130 years, I think. But it's 3rd Street Music School. It's here on 11th Street. Now, I don't remember the exact history of the naming. I don't think they actually moved it. I think the street numbers got renumbered. I need somebody to look it up. I might be giving you wrong information. Maybe I should get the Meta Ray-Ban sunglasses. I feel like I could just say, hey Meta, tell me about the history of why 3rd Street Music School is whatever. You know? This Chase Bank was the original location of the 2nd Avenue Deli. The owner of, well, like the creator of which was murdered. And I don't know if they ever caught the killer. But you could still see some plaques here. I don't know if this is like the Jewish Walk of Fame, like the Hollywood stars, but yeah.
Not at all. Right?
This used to be 2nd Avenue Deli. What's Method Man's address? Oh, that didn't work, I guess. The bridge stats are prepared. Oh boy. What was that up to? Frank the Tank? Twisted Metal? Dr. Murray Hill, MD. Feels like sunshine's more important. Direct sunlight and vitamin D. Murray Hill, MD would know. Allie's here. One more street will be on St. Mark's. This is 9th Street now. We gotta get to 8th Street before St. Mark's. Though Veselka is right here from 1954. Ukrainian food. This whole area is like little Ukraine also. Alright, what else have I missed? Hold on. Ding ding ding. Klaus, hello. No bridges today. No bridges today. So if today I do get my power situation somewhat under control, I do need to think about airflow. Maybe I gotta get that junction box. Here's St. Mark's. We can take a walk up it. The main St. Mark's part that people really associate with St. Mark's and like the nightlife is probably between 2nd and 3rd Avenue, more than between the others. Maybe as you get closer to Tompkins Square Park, between Avenue A and 1st Avenue. But yeah, I've never really had an issue with overheating though, so I don't know that I want to get crazy with it. I did always need to have a better solution for just not having everything a mess in my backpack. But I think once I do commit to shoving it all in a box, I need to have some sort of exhaust. That's something. Where's Kenka? Kenka used to be around here. I think it's coming up. It's an interesting Japanese restaurant named Kenka. They had some interesting foods. Yes, I'll say it interesting again. I think at some point, I don't know if they still do, but at some point they used to serve bull's penis. And I think they have Rocky Mountain oysters, but it's been a while since I've been there. Pretty much, yeah, I guess. I hate the idea of adding more things that draw power, though. Because if I do another fan, that's just more juice. I mean, efficiency's gone out the window at this point, but still. Nanshang Xiaolongbao. I think they also opened a location up on 33rd Street, close to 5th Avenue. 33rd? Yeah, 33rd. And they do have good dumplings. If that's the same location I'm thinking of, well, the same name. There's a whole Jujutsu Kaisen themed Mercedes over there, if you do anime. This Mercedes is parked on the sidewalk. There's no indication for that being allowed here. But I guess if you're from Connecticut with some BS plates, you can do whatever you want. Apartments are expensive. We should, next time we do a Sunday stream, we should hit up a bunch of open houses. My only apprehension to those is, well, I have a couple apprehensions. One, if you reach out to any realtors, they'll want you to sign in also. And sometimes it's also still people living in the apartments, so some of them don't even want you recording. So there's a few variables there that we'd have to overcome. But still could be interesting if I could figure that out. You know, that's probably not too far off, Marcy. Oh, how far behind am I again? Joaquin, hello. No, it's Jujutsu Kaisen. Shane the Driver, yes. We tried. Oh yeah, that would be an interesting collaboration. Does Tom still highlight his buildings and stuff in videos? I'm out of the loop a little bit. They refurbished this cube and they supposedly made it easier to spin, but looks like it's not enough for a kid to spin it by themselves. Well, we were able to do it once with our hand, just walking by. It could just be also rusting up again. Wegmans is right there, by the way. Jason Freeman is here. Walks to the Hamptons on the regular from Chicago. I'm walking towards Washington Square Park today. Oh no, condos was a co-op, but that's still under in the works. No new updates since yesterday. C&M Custom Signs. Hello. A rumor that someone lived in the cube? I don't know. This Starbucks randomly shut down like very quickly. Let me walk towards it. Yeah, this was a Starbucks, and I think once the company got word that the employees were trying to unionize, they shut it down. But this one has been here for a long time. There was a point when, I think that's a St. John's College building across the street. I don't know what it was before, but it was a different building altogether, like 20 years ago, 25 years ago. And there used to be a Starbucks at the base of that building. And you used to be able to see the Starbucks from each other. You could stand at this Starbucks and see the other Starbucks, right where it's not exactly where that CVS was, it was just behind it. But that area was more open and you could see the Starbucks that was there. Anyway, thought that was interesting. Oh yeah, what is going on with Eric Conover? I know that I kind of followed his stuff for a little while. I know at some point he said he enrolled in like acting classes and was really trying to do more acting type stuff. But I guess he still makes videos every once in a while about really high-end real estate. Oda John wonders if it's New York. I think you've been here before. That name looks familiar. Anyway, Nigel and Claire, hello. Yeah, I didn't guess that C&M Custom Signs did signs. I'm kidding. I'm only slightly kidding. At culinary school, Bulls Balls was required eating? Interesting. I mean, I don't know about like culinary schools forcing you to eat foods. That's an interesting component, but I have no idea about how culinary schools run, or culinary, depending who you ask. Looks like we're having some self-promo, yep. I appreciate the hustle, but you know. Oh, you had to try them. Okay. You got punked. Yeah, was Ashton Kutcher there? Or was this Joe Rogan's Fear Factor? Man, I had to dig my brain through for some of those. I forgot that Joe Rogan even hosted that kind of a show until the pieces, I just tripped on something, put themselves together in my head. All right. Older style scaffolding here around NYU. They didn't splurge for the fancy kind. Yeah, Survive is another one where they eat weird things. And I guess Amazing Race too at some points, right? You sometimes have to do certain things that you just would never do. Like I think I'd be done with Amazing Race if I ever had to skydive. I don't know that I can do that. I mean, I guess if you're strapped to somebody and they're doing everything anyway, I guess you just suck it up and do it. If they would allow like 3 margaritas before, maybe. I don't know. Do I sample the street food? I mean, I have no issues with eating street food. I usually only ever get it if I'm in a rush. And I tend to just mostly get the halal street meat type food. That's just usually what I get. Manhattan Baruch. We sometimes walk by the college part of CUNY. White Oak Tavern has their own house beer that's very good. By the way, the Boil is right here. Wow, they really are messing with their street presence by having... They've had this construction here for quite a while now, and I don't know when it's going to come down. Because I think it's been like this for 2 years now. It's still there and still open. They have to put extra signs up to indicate that, but Cajun Boil is really good. It's like when they put a bunch of seafood in a bag with spices and just let it all cook up in there, all the juices. It's very good. I feel like my mom used to get me hot dogs from the cart. There used to be one right outside her job, and when she made me wait for her after school, she would sometimes get one for me from the cart that was right outside her job. Gert is here. We saw some interesting Volvos in the last couple of streams. Haven't noticed one today, but I also might not have been paying attention. You're forced to make head cheese if you join the CIA? That's interesting. There's a requirement to paint the sidewalk sheds hunter green. I mean, based on all of them being that color, I guess I'm not too surprised. I'm not sure why specifically this color though, but I guess it could be spelled out somewhere. All right, Washington Square Park coming up. It's still quite chilly though today, so I don't know what's going to be going on in there. Not that has really ever stopped the people who want to be in Washington Square Park from being here and doing the things they're doing. I mean, I already hear music being played. There's a disco ball out there. Let me go around that way so we can walk by the disco ball. Mohammed, hello. They did I was out here one day and they did have a class because I went to NYU for undergrad. We did like once or twice do a class in the park. Like right in that section actually where all the benches are in a circle. Anyway, disco ball. Frank, happy Sunday. Ambrose is here. Hello. I know some folks were streaming the St. Patrick's Day parade. Where were they? In in Bay Ridge or something. Where were they? I don't remember where they were. Oh, this guy is underground. Let me capture both the guy and the band. He's riding a bike now. Working on his four string. We'll find out. This is copyright. I think this is that same drummer that drums with other groups at times. Oh, the bassist has a transradial amputation. Gary, hello. Dr. Murray Hill and Ambrose going to trivia. Grumpy Miserable Girl, hello. Interpretive. Chris Bates, hello. I can't remember who the guy we saw. We've seen this drummer before in the New York scene, drumming with another group. I think he was with the violinist at some point. My undergrad was in music as my major. Is this guy like actually on the phone too? Shamily, hello. Yeah, Dutch was out there. I think Yo Ange also was out there. It's like a whole group of people. Like a cowbell, the drummer, the bassist with a transradial amputation, a bongo-looking thing. Some folks in the back too.
It's my birthday jam.
Oh, it's his birthday.
It's my birthday jam. It's my birthday jam. Anybody want to grab an instrument and gather around? It's my birthday jam. Yes, twirler.
Oh, there's a twirler there.
I saw you practicing earlier.
Oh, she's not twirling right now. Maybe she is.
Thank you so much for your support today. It means a lot. Thank you.
Chris jumping with a triangle. Percussion.
These instruments to play. Let's go.
Oh, I understand what they're doing. They're just grabbing people from the park, and they have instruments available for them to play.
Can I hear that tambourine?
Now I see what's going on. Oh, the twirler's here. Oh, wow. Things are picking up.
Ooh. Thank you so much. Oh my God, this is such a gift. 2, 3, here we go.
I know I need a piano, or at least a guitar. that tree that that one girl is sitting at.
It's my birthday jam. Birthday jam. I'm so hypnotized, spinning around. It's my birthday jam. Birthday jam. I'm so hypnotized and it's spinning around, round. Spinning round, 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 round. I said round, 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 round we go. I said round, 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 round we go. Round, 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 yeah we go. I said round and round and round. I said round and round and round. I said round, round, round. I said round.
Oh, I lost my AT&T for some reason. Interesting, that's not good. Wonder why. That should be unaffected by all my changes. I gotta see if I have anything in my wallet for these guys today. It's his birthday. Let me see what I got. To drop in the bucket for him. Usually I don't have much cash on me, maybe I have something.
Round and round we go.
Oh yeah, I got something for him.
A moment of appreciation for this fine young gentleman over here. And look at how he moves. Go, 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 go.
Started dancing. Alright, let's keep moving. I'm gonna give a happy birthday. Go, Alan, go. Happy birthday!
Thank you.
Alright, let's keep moving. He's got a presence, Go, Alan, go, on his socials. Alright. I want to dig in my backpack, so I'll use that opportunity to also show you what I'm doing in there. We'll find a spot. I don't know if I saw any sword juggling yet. There's the arch. It's not perfectly aligned with the Empire State Building, but or Fifth Avenue. It's just, but it's close. Yeah, glad you guys enjoyed that. No, that drummer, he's been around with many other street performers, but everyone's trying to get content right now. Setting up their interview tables, they got signs. Content. Washington Square Park is a content farm. Man, I'll clear up my throat. All right. Oh yeah, the jazz band is over here. I would take a bench by them, but actually maybe it'll be kind of behind them, so at least you have something to listen to. But I don't know if it's like a big open space on the bench where I can kind of not interrupt too many folks with my chatter while we dig around in the backpack. All right, let's see. Let me see if I can get it off without breaking anything. Okay. Oh, I probably broke something. All right. I can actually show you what's going on back here. No, that one's working. Person that is working, so I just gotta unplug it and replug it in, I think. Alright, let's do that. Every once in a while it does that though, I don't know why. Okay. It's a whole mess in here right now. This is the Radsha Rock 5e Plus. And I have an iPhone that's there. It's 94% charged. That's good. That means this setup is actually working to charge it. And then I have this USB hub that has a barrel jack. And that's getting, well, is it? Yeah, it's getting power from a dedicated power bank that can accept the USB-C cable. Anyway. Keep it a little bit open for ventilation. And then we'll go. Batteries get lighter when charged? Interesting. I have to reconnect my... I'm trusting the AT&T hotspot will come back on its own. We'll see. Maybe we can go towards the High Line too. Let's see. We haven't been there in a while. Okay. What have I missed? Zorp is not banned. At least not yet. Trying to fix this. There we go, a little better. Okay. This corner usually is the chess corner. Sometimes you'll even see like Twitch streamers who play chess on this side. There's a whole... Oh, I think they got like a kid genius playing over there or something. There's a whole group surrounding this kid playing a chess game. Could be a chess master, grandmaster in the making. Yeah, you see somebody else even said a prodigy in the house. There might be a chess whiz.
Chess, guys. Chess.
Let me see if I can adjust this and show you guys a different way. Long enough to land this. It's hard for me to see what you guys are seeing. What are you guys seeing? There was somebody playing harmonica, yes, on a bench before. Those new Amazon delivery trucks, or like bikes, they're an interesting idea, but they've been kind of scary. I've seen them backing up and they can't see where they're going, but they make a little bit of sound when they back up, I think. But they're kind of becoming more prevalent, and I'm more concerned about their operators, not the actual devices themselves. Never play chess against a kid with transition lenses, you'll lose. I mean, the fact that that kid is out there in that section of the park playing chess, I think already says that he's probably pretty good. It's a matte green. Is it a Lamborghini SUV? No, Maserati, sorry. No, I don't know why I said Lamborghini. That's the Maserati logo. Stupid commuter idiot. Hank P, hello. They also charge you money, win or lose, most of those chess guys, to play. There's this one anime I started watching recently, which I wasn't expecting. I didn't like. I have this whole list of like overpowered main character animes that I kind of slowly get through, just for fun. It's fun just to see a ridiculously overpowered main character go through things. Nothing's as good as One Punch Man to me in terms of that regard, but that's why I kind of try to fill the void. But there's one that is in that category, but it's called To Your Eternity. And it ended up, it's like every single episode is the saddest thing that has ever been made. Like, it's just so sad. Like, gut-wrenchingly sad. But it's really well done. Yeah, they might charge you a game in the beginning, and then they'll probably say like, all right, how about the next one? If you win, next one, let's make it interesting, right? Yeah, you might be right. I mean, I used to be okay at chess. It was kind of a requirement as a Russian to know how to play chess. Chess and piano. All right. Poppy with 22 months of membership. Thank you for that super support. Glad you're okay with these testing streams. And thankfully today's testing stream isn't too unstable. Like I find another poke place over there. I just find that whenever I have to do a test, interesting. Whenever I have to do a test, even if I leave it running at home for a while, it's not the same as being out in the field. So we have to at least try. Pussycat Boutique. Yeah, they got a few adult stores around here. Sally, hello. I thought there was like a ramen place around here. It's supposed to be pretty good. Did it move? Or is it on a different block? Linen Daughters? Unless it changed. Because it might be this place that changed. Yeah, I think that is it. I think it used to be a different ramen place with a different name. Oh well. Ooh, I like this house. Minnie Michelle, Michael, thanks for the follow. To Your Eternity. To Your Eternity. Teach piano as a side gig? I don't know that I'm good enough for that. The greens are coming. Leaves are coming through. Posture check, thank you. Always need those. Always keep the posture better. Eunice, hello. Oh, I should have gotten off this part sooner. These are very clean Chase Bank awnings. Wow. How much money do you have to be like eligible for Chase Private Client? I think the manga is done story-wise, so if you want to read the whole thing, you could. But I think they're only up to season 2, and I don't know how far into the story that goes. I guess we can walk north for a little bit. We'll head towards the High Line. Still need to go a little bit more west to get there. We got a Russian word of the day today. Dobrota, kindness. Right. Oh, they did have the light, I thought. Well, I don't know why it's a don't walk signal, but cars have the light still. Oh, maybe it'll change this way soon. We can cross. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, but there is a really cool Mercedes convertible over here on this side. Let's take a look at that. Just behind this van. Where is Anyway, this is the Mercedes that I wanted to see. This place called, oh my god, Shawarma on this corner, but I guess it's closed. Or maybe it's open. Maybe that's just not the main entrance. Dobrota. Yeah, it's not really a word I say that frequently in Russian. This place is pretty busy. Ow. That's Charles Street. Go across the street now, going left. Nope, Lizzie, nothing new. We're trying to figure out closing now. I don't really know who's supposed to be doing it. My understanding is the lawyers are, but I might still ping somebody tomorrow to keep things going. JD, hello. I think the Pleasure Chest is what it sounds like, an adult store with things. Flock Butter, thanks for the follow on Twitch. I mean, our cycling days here are minimal. We've only been on a bike on this channel like a handful of times. Sogno Toscano. Tuscan Dream. Oh, Sogno, that's right, but it's probably like similar to Sogno. Yeah, okay. Makes sense. Man, these narrow sidewalks, and they threw out a whole couch on it. The West Village. It's my zone, Donna. Gotta stay. Okay, we got a poem about spring. That one's okay. I guess I'll go left the next one. Sometimes you get turned around in the village with the angles of the streets, but I think I have a general idea of where I'm going. Huh, I wonder why there's random chairs out here. Oh, there's a secret restaurant in there. Oh, I guess the entrance on the other side. Oh. Where's the entrance? Unless it's the back of one of these restaurants. Yeah, it might be the back of one of these restaurants. Oh man, they go far back. Must be a huge place in there. Could be this one. It could be part of the Waverly Inn. There's a townhome for sale here, though. I don't know what street we're on, but it's this one. 20, whatever street we're on. I guess I could check. Bank Street. Bank Street. Couldn't even get a Russian poem out of GPT. They encased all the stairs in this hunter green wood. What? Oh gosh, full house. Hal wasn't too pleased with that limerick. GPT. Now what is this building? They got a garage, but they have minimal windows. The whole thing is metal. Let me go across the street. These are nice. They got a just one sliver of window over here. I don't know what the back looks like, but this is 48 Bank Street if anybody wants to look it up and see what it might look like. A body limerick. Strollers in their parks start their stakes. What the? A walk to Blimpie. I mean, I don't even know where there's a legit Blimpie still left at this point. I might have to walk to Jersey at this point. Oh, is the first Blimpie still open?
Turn right.
If the first Blimpie is still open, that might be worth a walk.
No, it's
Not body enough. Yeah, right? Oh, that's a nice conch shell. I heard those were illegal to, like, take. Well, that didn't really answer our question. And the signature sandwich is the Blimpie best. Patterson, is that one still open? But Patterson. I forgot that Jason Alexander had that failed sitcom after Seinfeld, Bob Patterson. And the only reason it ever comes into my memory is because of the Terminator 2 Super Fantastic Musical from Mad TV. Which light's gonna change? I don't know. This one's still red, but there's no cars. Tomboy, hello. Mitch, hello. First one is in Hoboken. It's no longer operational. All right, then we have to know which is the longest still open Blimpie. Wait, 48 Bank Street is a single family renting for $36,000 a month? Incredible. Well, it looks like we're going to run through our GPT quota very fast this month. Oh wait, there's 2 units in there? It's not even the whole thing? Interesting. Coming up on Jane Street here. We're making our, oh, there's a Cybertruck. Shinier than I feel like I usually see him. We're trying to make our way towards the High Line. Let's cross. Darby G, hello, and thanks for the Prime sub. Yeah, I saw that come through from like yesterday. Thank you for that, Darby. Appreciate it. It's 2 floors, 1 unit. Oh, interesting. Interesting. 6 a.m. to midnight, Monday to Sunday. Hopefully you don't have to get your cars between midnight and 6 a.m. We haven't gone this way in a while. 'Cause on Mondays we used to. Oh man, this guy really hates the crosswalk. Yeah, we usually used to on Mondays, go this way towards the High Line and then cross down. We haven't done it in a few months now. What, 2 months? Oh, actually only 1.5, but whatever. It's time to check it out on a Sunday again. Plus, there can be a service test in there too. That's what it seems like, Elliot.
My dad? Yeah, we can take you. I can go home.
Is that a threat? No. Yeah, we used to walk by the Friends building, right? Looks like Victoria's Secret has some sort of a booth up here. Cars and cobblestones. It's called Victoria's Secret Bombshell. You know what's kind of nice about this road, by the way? I never really realized it. I mean, I don't even know if that's what it's for or if it's just to separate the parking from the cobblestones, but there's like an uncobbled bike lane, or Belgian blocks, whatever you call them. But I don't know if that's the intention of it, but the bike lane potentially is not annoying to ride on. I think this is supposed to be, who was that? Nelson Sullivan's house, like the first vlogger. I think I heard Dutch talking about it, that you can sometimes go in. Why do the Toyota Siennas look raised? A lot of them are modified to allow for wheelchairs to just be able to go right up the back. I've seen those modifications. Like you can see a big motor under the back of it. If I see one, I'll point it out. Art being sold. I can see the YouTube chat, Sinte, yes. Gilbane Peck is the name of the artist selling this stuff. Gilbane Peck on social media. My lights should be changing. This is a Jersey airport taxi. Interesting. I wonder if that car has a lift. No, that one is not. Alright. Let's go up the High Line. There's a Cybertruck over there, but again, we're in a, I always say again a lot. We're in the meatpacking district and there's a Tesla showroom 2 blocks up. Some flowers are blooming already. I don't know if those are Eastern redbuds or something else. Yeah, right, Justin? The only thing that's on fire probably is my backpack. I should carry a fire alarm with me. Little island is across the way over there. Well, not the way, but whatever the way is, but it's over there. Right on the Hudson. And across the Hudson is Jersey. And this is the Standard Hotel. Which is very big windows and curtains. You definitely put on a show there. Which I heard was an issue at some point. I think I also heard that on Dutch Maz's channel. Who you should check out if you haven't already. He's a proper tour guide. Actually knows things about New York. And also go look at Bagels and Walk Sean's bird photos. A friend to the birds because he doesn't eat them either. Tyler Durden has followed us. Thank you, Tyler Durden, for the follow on Twitch. We know the first rule. I wonder if I should turn off T-Mobile. I can just unselect it from contributing to the stream, just because I know it runs out of data. But I don't know if there's anything in the next month that I really need a lot of data for. Who knows? Everyone taking a picture down 14th Street. Longest river to river street in Manhattan. Another fact brought to you by Dutch Moss. Driving range over there. Part of Chelsea Piers. I heard an ice cream truck. They're here for spring. Oh, I wonder if they opened up that part they were doing construction on. Can we walk under that building yet? Let's see. There's still a bunch of scaffolding, but I don't know. I see people walking in there. We can see if they've actually done anything under there, or if it was just a structural or whatever rework.
A couple months ago.
Yeah, I mean, it's not super busy right now, but as we get closer to Hudson Yards, it might get busier. Because things also get narrow over there. This is still luxury lanes, but eventually we're going to get to really narrow lanes. Ooh, Verizon took a dump on service just now for me. Yeah, we're on the High Line. Hey, that middle section is open. Let's see if they've actually done anything cosmetic under it. Nope. I got blocked. I mean, I can't say it looks that different under here. Maybe looks like they had to secure some things at the top. I guess they're not even done yet, so I don't know why it's all open. Maybe they don't do it on the weekend. That's why they just leave it open for the flow of traffic. What was I up to? Molly High. T-Mac ate at the Empire Diner and then walked it. Some more information courtesy Bear in the Garden GPT. But yeah, there used to be commercial train tracks up here, I believe. And you can still see remnants of some of them as we walk along. Stream window tinting's back. Good afternoon. Used to be an art piece right here, a bunch of singing fish, like a fish band. They took it down. It smells like a swimming pool right now. I thought they were going to replace it with something else, but it hasn't happened yet. You got Hudson Yards in the background, and I think we're over, 10th Avenue, maybe? Yeah. Lots of very effective horn honking going on. Very effective as far as I can tell. The Pink Panther? I'm not even sure what that is an advertisement actually for. Oh no, this is art. Alex DeCourte, or DeCourte. Inspired by the Pink Panther, yep. Soft Power, 2025. Joy, hello. A fun fact about the Highline. Oh, there we go. Freight trains. Nice. 2009 is when it was converted. Yeah, that sounds accurate. Good. Got some good info. I still see a Christmas tree up in that window. It's got a Santa hat as the ornament. Well, I don't know what's going on in there. But those are interesting tubey lights. Tubes. Clinton, hello. Things might get pretty narrow pretty soon. There are a few escapes in between at the bigger streets. Well, actually, there's some smaller street escapes also, but this might be a bigger group. Are they all together? I make a break for it to the next empty section so I can keep things moving. Yeah, that was the Lantern House, I think. I usually call it the Beehive.
Sí, no.
Should have brought my stick to raise the camera. Oh, we're still stuck. I may, we'll see. Maybe I can last one more stretch. We'll see. Or we could escape like they're doing. Because things get pretty narrow up ahead. Well, let's see. It's over 9,000. Because I was hoping to just walk straight through Hudson Yards, but let's see. Nope, there's no way. Nope. Yeah, it's very different than our usual commutes early in the morning. It's not really like a place to use on the weekend if you need to get somewhere fast. You definitely shouldn't be jogging right now on the High Line. I don't think that'll be very good exercise for you. Anyway, it'll be very interrupted. I should get my air horn out. It's perfect for the parks. Everyone getting the redbud photos. Eastern redbuds again, I think. I think these are Eastern redbuds. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure. Usually I feel like I'm told they're the first things that bloom like that. Like false cherry blossoms. I mean, I guess they had a chance to make it wider, but then you would lose. We're walking in the train track section, by the way. But then they also wanted to add the trees and things. Plants. And a big grassy area. I don't think I've ever seen anybody sitting on. I don't know that they've ever opened it up to picnicking. Looks like it's only going to get worse up ahead. That's a lot. I'm glad you're enjoying. Yeah, the grass here always looks good. It's probably because nobody ever sits on it. They don't look very comfortable sitting on the edge here at all. This is probably 23rd Street now, to my right. Yeah. This is 23rd Street to my right. I think I can see pretty far in the distance, but...
Yeah.
23rd. Primates visiting in a few weeks. I don't know. Bagels and Wok Sean has better pizza recommendations for people visiting. I'm so like native pizza mode that I don't even know anymore. Everyone always says like John's on Bleeckers. If you want to go for one that was a fad for a few years, you can get artichoke. I don't know how that one is. That's one, if you actually get the artichoke slice, that one is very, very heavy. That's a carbicide. I like L&B Spumoni Gardens just because it's like a nostalgic place for me. I think it's actually open in Dumbo now, so you don't have to go all the way to deep Brooklyn to get it. It's actually not too bad right now in this area. I thought this area was going to get really crowded, but it's not bad at all at the moment. RJ, have a good one. We should be back tomorrow for our potentially very wet walk, a very wet commute from the Crown Heights, Brooklyn, into Manhattan. We'll see. Looks like we had a bit of a break there. There we go. There's Bagels and Wok Sean's recommendation. Mama Sparrow. Oh, you're messing with me now.
If that's correct.
You still have some of these older buildings here with the graffiti on them. There's a bunch of them have no windows that face the High Line. I don't know if this is also like a warehouse or a parking garage or something else, but interesting. I think there was like a building or something abutting it before because you could see the outline of something here. They might have torn that down for that portion of the High Line. Maybe. Okay, getting close to Hudson Yards. Endless good pizza, yeah, that's true. Spoiled. Man, those are really nice apartments. So big, huge ceilings. The rooms are big too. You gotta be in a different echelon of a socioeconomic status to even look at them from a distance. Oh, they got a whole camera set up here. Content. I think this area really grows in and really engulfs the train tracks, but you can still see them. But yeah, you can see where a lot of the bushes were cut down. So I think this is all going to grow in as spring comes. They got a bunch of exhibitionists around here. Photos is here. Good afternoon. This is a pretty sizable building. I think this was one of the earlier Hudson Yards buildings. The Abington House here, right on the High Line. If anybody wants to look up apartments in this big red brick building, it's called the Abington House. Abington.
Anita, when you play soccer,
What's going on with this music? I wonder where it's coming from. I did get a copyright ding on the music yesterday. From where we just entered Rockefeller. Like as soon as I made that left off of Fifth Avenue is where the copyright infringement supposedly begins. We should be able to see the dinosaur or the pigeon from here. Right there on 30th. I wonder if the extension's open right now. Should we check? That thing's been closed for a long time. I kind of want to see. That would give us the complete High Line without any service interruptions. From Gansevoort Street all the way to the extension around 30 to 34th. But I don't know if it's open or closed. It was closed for the longest time. And then it was finally open, and then all of a sudden shut down again. I forget when it was fully decommissioned. They only turned it into a park in 2009, but I don't know when the last train ran over these tracks. That could be an interesting question for GPT. When was the last time a train ran over or went on these tracks? I think it's closed. I think it's closed. I can't remember what we named this guy. It was like Bert and Ernie's third wheel. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the extension's closed. 1980. That sounds accurate. Yeah, I see nobody walking on the extension right now. Because you can see it beyond the trains. Oh, that's a big cruise ship coming through. Wow, the Norwegian Escape. It's escaping us right now. The Norwegian Escape coming through on the Hudson River. If only we can get on the extension and get them to give us the old toot toot, but unlikely. All right, let me see here. There's the Norwegian Escape, escaping New York. Might get a photo of it from here, actually. Let me do that. I wonder what 5X is going to look like. Will it fully zoom in on it at 5X, or will it be out of... Oh, no, that's a pretty... if I really zoom in on it. What's the most I can zoom in? Is that them talking? I see people walking around on it. All right. What's the information on it? Let's see. It's 47 now. It's one of the largest cruise ships in the Norwegian fleet. 4,200 passengers. If we get closer to it, we're just going to be blocked by a fence. So that's why I'm over here. I guess I could also stand on top too, but there were a lot more people up there before, I think. It's always very interesting when you see a cruise ship go through the waters of New York City, just so it's huge. And it's going to Hamilton, Bermuda. Nice. I see like a water slide on top. JD likes that one. Pope Big? Pope Big. Anyway, there it goes. Yeah, it's the Hudson River. Yep. Am I a cruise ship person? Not really. I don't want to be necessarily locked down on a potential norovirus petri dish, but at the same time, it could be interesting to go like the entire family, and if it makes a bunch of stops at a couple of places, you know, you can stay overnight on the ship and then wake up in a new place. It's kind of cool. We haven't been on one in a while. Acid 5, thanks for the follow. Titanic was bigger? Oh man. Круизный корабль. Almost. I almost made it. That was close. Do the same on a sleeper train? I guess that's true too. But not across large bodies of water. Sinte, good luck. Okay, let's go left. Enter Hudson Yards off the High Line here. It even says thank you for visiting. Wonder if there's people walking around on the vessel. Oh, I wonder if the two Nightbot commands might have been too close to each other, so one of them got overrun. Yeah, I see people walking around on it. They're working on something in the shed. Wonder what it's going to be. But they're working on stuff in there. Do wonder what it's going to be. There was a cruise ship sinking as recent ago as 2010? Wow. What? Oh, was that the cruise ship where the captain escaped and like fled off the ship and then was forced to like go back or something? And then got in a lot of trouble too for abandoning ship? The shops at Hudson Yards are on my right, which is a pretty upscale mall. Dr. Dexter, hello.
See?
Wait, what is the when's the auto show this year? Did I miss it already? Beautiful day in New York and New York too. Since a lot of New Yorkers call Florida their like winter home. To the point that there's like a couple of hospital systems up here that also have satellite sites down in Florida for the people. Well, what are they? This is a specific name for like the winter or whatever. But yeah, they have opened up shop down there to serve that population of New Yorkers. Oh, light changed. Norell's also having a good day in Texas. The adventurous spirit. We need Strawberry Fields in here to get us some better names. Oh, the auto show's in April. Okay, cool. Snowbirds, that's the one. Thank you. Anthony wants to be a snowbird. Me too. There's a New Yorker. Did they clean up that sign recently? Yeah, it's just been quite windy these last couple of days. I just hope it's not that windy tomorrow morning, because it's already supposed to rain. And I don't want to have to tackle a bridge with all this equipment and the rain, holding an umbrella. Under my umbrella. Yeah, it looks like it might warm up a little bit tomorrow. But did I know there was a Los Tacos Numero Uno over here? This probably has the least amount of lines of any one that I've seen. And there's Russ and Daughter's version over here as well. Quite empty right now. It looks like the highs in this week are going to be primarily in the 50s. Wednesday might barely hit 50. The benefits of knowing Pidginese? Communication, I guess. A red Yankees hat, that's interesting. A crazy high Sienna. Yeah, it's got to have the wheelchair installation in the back, because it's like a whole ramp that comes out and you can push the wheelchair right in. Yeah, that one has one right there, that Nissan van. It kind of moved fast. I don't know if you were able to catch it. Moon is here. Hello. Still 47, huh? Not too bad. 446. West 34. Brian, hello. Yeah, I just wanted to see what would happen to all my power testing. It looks like it's working okay. I'll have to see how much juice this all sucked from each battery bank. I have 3 battery banks going right now, which is too many. I want to consolidate them, but at the same time, I'm not sure. Because if I take up both USB-C ports on the Anker, then I'll have no way to daisy chain charge, which I could still do with the Anker primes. In case I need another extended stream. Oh, you can't do that to me, Justin.
I do love a drink.
I don't know how long Skylight Diner's been around, but I think there's some people who swear by this diner. We are right by our friend B&H, though. Boosted. Let's see. This is a pedestrian portion of the road, like a pedestrian expansion. The bike lane is next to it, to my right. Ambrose swore in that diner. Did you get removed? That's probably the Cracker Barrel. We're a family restaurant. B&H. Oh, B&H bought the 10-story building next to it? Interesting. What are they going to do with that space? I'm already amazed at how much inventory they have at this location. And if they don't have it here, they have a warehouse in Jersey. And if you order it early enough and it's at the warehouse in Jersey, you might still be able to get it same day to the store. That's happened to me before. Moynihan on my right. Also with the Facebook offices in there are Meta. And then MSG behind it. Oh, wait a second. They're advertising Bargatze at MSG. Nate Bargatze. When is this going to be? At MSG? Darn, it switched to Lexus. Unbelievable. I mean, it'd be really cool if they use all that space for extra inventory so they could have even more stuff. But I like all the random things that I've ordered for pickup there, that's always been available within 30 minutes. They have, I don't know, they have the most efficient system in there for getting stuff ready. They have these conveyor belts along the ceiling, tracks and whatnot. Yeah, the SNL guy, Bargatze. Well, he hosted an SNL recently as part of his ascent to stardom. Vlog, hello. I hear a trumpet and a drum set. Or a trumpet and like bucket drums. Oh, they bought where Sam Ash was. Oh. I know that building. Yeah, I wonder what they're going to do there. There are special chase entrances to Madison Square Garden. You usually don't need to take them, though. MSG is one of the easier arenas to get into in the beginning of a thing, an event. Getting out is annoying if you're in a nosebleeds, because the stairs are jammed up, the escalators are jammed up. Oh, he's doing it all. Just on the corner, one-man bands like some, like the guy from Mary Poppins. Hey, Pie Guy, thanks for sending over some friends. Appreciate the raid from the Pie Guy over on Twitch. He's as good as Ambrose. I could be saying a lot, actually. Oh, Bargatze's at MSG in September? Good. Hopefully, we'll have recovered some finances after the apartment takes them all by then. Mrs. Pie, hello. Welcome, good afternoon. I bet he's never had one less. Well, it's not that easy to generate like a decent sound from a trumpet, right? So he might have some sort of understanding. I mean, he's better than I am. Camo Angel, hello. Thanks, Pie Guy, appreciate it. Oh, can we do this? How do we do this? Like this? Hope that worked.
I'm going to New York to Toronto.
Mrs. Pie, thanks for the follow. You sometimes wonder if there's any like places that are really dedicated to indoor pickleball. I guess the answer is no. There's nothing like that. No, I'm not going to do Times Square today, I don't think. We did it yesterday. And it sounds like it might have been a positive experience, Ron. I'm not sure. Abby, glad you're enjoying. Abby, okay. See, this is a much busier Los Tacos Numero Uno. This is about what I expect usually, if not more. Usually there's a line out the door, which is why you see the tape outside. There's our friend Sparrow. Right there. I forget, does Macy's have music playing on the first? I think we can just walk through Macy's to get out on the other side. That might be interesting. Let's do that. My pickleball backhand, not good. A lot of indoor pickleball in Arizona. Interesting. All right, let's cross this way first, and and I think we can try to walk through Macy's on the first floor. It's the entire block. Covers from 7th Avenue to Broadway, technically, not 6th Avenue. What is that sound? That was loud. All right. I don't know if I ever said hi to Charlotte. Hello. Oh, you like the one-man band? I found that message. Yeah, I think in terms of like Twitch, chatting, it's a much easier experience for people. I mean, it's a lot more features in there, and it can be a lot more complicated, but it's a lot more things you can do that you should be able to do on YouTube, like adding someone on mobile. Mikhailo, thanks for the follow. Should I go through the corner or through the middle? I don't know yet. I guess I'll go through the corner. Sorry. Let's go through the corner. Hopefully not too much music playing. Then we'll head towards the front, the Broadway side of the show, of the store. Let's see how the service is in here too. Verizon is struggling actually. Oh, Ray-Bans. Is this the place to buy the Metas? No, if I do ever buy the Meta Ray-Bans, I would probably get them from B&H just because of the no tax thing. There is some music though. I hope it's not loud enough to cause trouble. Sbarro needs to sponsor the channel. They should. Them and Planet Hollywood. But they won't. Macy's is downsizing. Yeah, just not this one. If this one ever goes down, that'll be the end. And I wonder what will happen with the parade, if anything. That's the one thing I wonder about. They sponsor the entire Thanksgiving Day parade. I mean, if anything, if the company ever does go under, that's probably the one thing they're going to keep going somehow. There's the jewelry section. Apparently since 1858. Fine jewelry at Macy's. All right, we'll just keep going until we head out on the Broadway side. But it's a huge store also. And it's got many floors above us too, including food options. And they have a little kids area too, so you could take your kid, and they have a Toys R Us up there and like some things they could run around in if it's like a bad weather day or something too. Blimpie sponsorship next? If only. Ah, well, if you enjoy retail, then Macy's definitely is going to be your jam. It's like everything's different too. Every floor is a little different. It's a combination. It's like a mall in itself. You got a Gucci section, LV up ahead, Longchamp, how do you pronounce it? Longchamp? I don't know. Does it smell like wet carpet? No. I think this particular section smells like leather bags. All right. Let's pop out of here. Guess we didn't have any problems with the service in there. Oh, you worked there for 11 and a half years. Wow, Dieter. Uh-oh. Okay, good. They decided not to push the stroller on the bike lane. I don't know what song that is. I'm just trying to get copyright. I don't think they can do that anymore, Justin. I'm pretty sure they have to stop that practice at some point, which I'm thankful for. Yeah, I had no bitrate drops today either. I guess we'll see how things go tomorrow, but I do think it does seem like my bitrate drops might have been related to power issues. I wonder. Like combination heat and power. Me and the one-man band. I'm ready. Patrice, hello. And that's the herbal smell. He's going all the way up the sidewalk anyway. Might as well be in the street, nice and empty. I'm gonna end up getting like secondhand elevation at this point. Man, it's a thick blunt too.
Yes, exactly. So,
Yeah, the jewelry section did say that. Fine jewelry since 1858. They opened in October, just in time for the holiday season. Though I don't know if the holiday season started right around Halloween back then. Oh, you're still requesting that sniffle emote. Yep. It's almost going to be not usable as we head into warmer seasons once I get sick. Oh yeah, then the smell gets inside the establishments too. I don't think they're closing this one. I heard about downsizing a bunch of stores, but I don't think this was one of them. Oh, I miss Neon Taito. Hello. Oop, posture check, thank you. I think there's a deli around here. Or is it not to the next block? There's like never anywhere to buy anything in this area. I guess there's a CVS a couple of blocks up and a Dwayne Reed this way, but I don't know. Yeah, vaping isn't necessarily more benign than smoking to the people smoking it. Like there are vaping associated lung conditions as well. So it's not like you're any healthier on that versus cigarettes, but this steakhouse, I feel like, has been here for quite a while. I've never been to it. Royal 35 Steakhouse. I don't know anyone that's actually eaten there in my contacts. When you look at the Copper building from here, it really looks like it's crooked. I'm not sure if it's coming through or if it's blown out. In the distance, it might be blown out. This place, Roche Bobois, is the one that had that squished aspect ratio television screen inside where everything was out of proportion. And I'm like, if I have to buy a $30,000 chair from you, I would expect the attention to detail to reflect in your store's decor, which includes whatever you choose to display on your screens. Maybe that's a little holier than thou of me, but I also am not buying $30,000 chairs because I don't have that kind of money to buy a chair with. But still, I would think. Anyway. Rural 35 is a 4.4 out of 5 on Yelp. Well, that's interesting. I actually don't know the studies, and if it's the lesser of two evils between vaping and smoking, I should look into that. Eagle Brett, thanks for the follow. It probably is, but at the same time, I don't know how. Yeah, I have to look into it. I wonder when they'll replace the Park Avenue statues. I like this thing they've been doing on Park Avenue where they put out different art every once. I think they change it out about every year to year and a half. And I think these briefcase people have been here for quite a while now. This guy's not safe at all. Going the wrong way down Park Avenue on a bike, that's just... It's not very smart. Now, it's nice today. It started out pretty chilly though. It started out sub-freezing this morning. But it warmed up. So I changed jackets between this morning and later. I started out with a heavy jacket, switched to my lighter spring jacket. William, hello. Just doing a test of some power changes using different ways of charging my stuff in my backpack. Hopefully offloading a lot of the charging efforts from the Bella Box motherboard itself so I could just focus on the Ethernet and Pocket 3, and that's it. Did I pay the full 1K for my phone? No, I traded something in for this Pixel 9. I think I traded my Pixel 8 XL, whatever it was called, the bigger one. Oh, you had a little birthday chat with your grandkid? Nice, Victoria. I think this church has been like defunct for quite a while now. It's called the New Church. I don't know. I haven't seen any activity from it in years. Is it really? I don't have proper TV anymore, but is it really that common, Allie? That's terrible. Yeah, I always have some sort of extra batteries to charge stuff. I have one for my phone just in case in my pocket. It's a so these are pretty cool. I like these. These are a little more expensive, but these are night core. So this little guy is a 20,000 milliamp hour brick, NB 20,000. So it's smaller than any comparable brick that you can get. That's milliamp hour for milliamp hour. It's any other 20,000 one is going to be bigger than this. So I really like that as like one to have in my pocket for my streaming phone, for my chat phone, in case I need to top it off during the stream. But it's the Night Core, NITECORE, if anybody wants to look it up. It's a little more expensive, but if you want a smaller brick to lug around. For my streaming stuff, I primarily use the Anker Prime one. I should enable the Bluetooth on that. I feel like that would be a good thing to just have on. And just I can actually check on my phone then if it is running low, then I could mitigate earlier, you know? Ideally, I would never have to dig in my bag at all during a live stream. That's like professional level. We're not there yet. I only have one UPS, and I only use it for my Unraid server. I was just thinking about it. The other part of my setup that is a little limiting is that my home internet and computers have to be up for it to work. So I'm not exactly sure what I'm gonna do during the time when we have to move, because I think there's gonna be at least a few days with no internet. So I might just not have to I might just take off a whole week for that moving period to like get everything done myself and not even stream. Though I could bring my stuff to my grandma's and just plug in the Mac OBS server and at least have that running still. I just have to mess with her Verizon router and hope I can open all the right ports for it to work with the web sockets and stuff. Man, they've been working on this area for a while. This road here. I've also always enjoyed this little spot at 202 East 35th. It's a nice little townhome, and the one right next to it, 204 East 35th. I think I could go a week without streaming. I'm sure I would lose like 200 subscribers because YouTube, for some reason, hates me. I probably need to put out more just regular walking videos. It would be interesting to do more long-form content. I just worry that I don't have, that's a cool Mercedes, the time commitment for putting out good ones, you know? Hey, Winty, hello. Mighty Bull is here. These vines always stay very green all year round. Now, that road work looks like it's kind of done on the opposite side, but like, are they good with that? How long until that doesn't look like that anymore? Because I feel like if they weren't gonna, if it was not temporary, or if it was temporary, they'd probably have those big metal sheets, right? That would just dump on it so they can lift them up faster. This looks a little bit more definitive, at least for a couple of years, so I'm not sure. Tutar, thanks for the follow. Yeah, it's a lot, photo. That's what I mean. And I'm worried that I'll stretch myself too thin, you know, between regular work and the live streams and all the technology stuff that I do for the live streams. Like something's gonna give if I do too much. The pigeon counter, oh yeah, have to do that one too. Sniffling emoji, pigeon counter. But they didn't put out the middle sheets this time. I hopefully they're gonna dig that up quickly and fix it when they're done. But yeah, I think I see what you mean now. What's the longest I've gone without crossing a bridge? Oh boy. I feel like Galen has been here before. It's not something we really go into. Mark, hello. Weather today, not bad. It started out sub-freezing, but it warmed up. It's 47 now, according to Nightbot on YouTube. There it is, Ambrose, thank you. Courtesy of Strawberry Fields. Looking forward to my New Year's Eve's test. Oh boy. Yeah, let's see how that goes. Deborah, hello. I don't even know what else to do for that stream. I really do think I need to, like, around the same spots I was last year, I gotta, like, finagle the local businesses and see if I can get the Wi-Fi. Like, not the guest Wi-Fi, but, like, one of their password-protected Wi-Fis and try to use that for Times Square. I don't know. For New Year's Eve at Times Square. Free mattress. You know what I always think about when I see that? Free bed bugs. Even the bus is inching. No one's safe from inching. Oh, that was a weird bird sound. Or was that the door? It could have been the door. It's a sweet green. I think it's on this side. Crosswalk. Could be on both, but I think it's on this, if I remember. Oh, Strawberry Fields is here. Interruptions. They always happen when we least expect. Earn the Wi-Fi or learn it at Olive Garden. Well, I don't want, like, the guest Wi-Fi, you know? I want to be on a special network that not everybody can access. As long as it's some sort of password-protected one, that's what I'd want. But the Olive Garden is a little too far back. It would be behind the stage. I need, like, the Disney store or, like, whatever's... Or, like, T-Mobile. That T-Mobile store I want. And then I don't have to make BellaBox, like, hook into it as a Wi-Fi. I think there's a way to do it. Hey, NW Black. Thank you for the $2 super chat. Appreciate that. Miranda Martin. Hello. Centimetering. Uh-oh, lost connection to Twitch. Why? That's weird. Not sure if it's going to bring it back. I have my full T-Mobile service, it looks like. Strange. Oh, now it's back. I might have missed a few Twitch chats during that downtime. Family. Family, it doesn't give you headaches? Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, we're near the end vlog. 4:39. Time to get back. See the family. 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 I just think about that Vin Diesel cosplay group where it's like 30 Vin Diesel standing in a room just chanting, family, 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 family. What kind of bird is that in the water right now? Let me see if I can zoom in on it. It's too dark with the shades. It's got like a little tuft of hair on its back, on the back of its head. Bagel? It says it could be the great cormorant. Maybe? Ah, double-crested cormorant. Ah. Google was close enough, I say. It actually zoomed in pretty nicely on my thingamajig. Medium to large water birds, known for their long necks, dark plumage, and hooked bills. They are excellent divers, hunting fish underwater, and often seen... What? Oh. Freshwater? Oh, coastal too, okay. Bagels and walks, bagels and walks. Our tree is here. We're gonna see if it blooms or if it's dead. There's a paulownia tree growing through this ladder right by the parking structure here off 34th Street. Anyway, oh man, still don't have my. I can't ever keep my OBS bump sockets connected. I wish I knew why OBS bump sockets keep disconnecting. Thanks, friends, for joining today's Sunday afternoon test walk. Didn't end up being super eventful, which is good. It's what we want. We don't want me to be digging around. I did have to dig around for one thing, but it had nothing to do with the power setup. It was like an isolated thing with the AT&T hotspot, which happens every once in a while. I don't know. It's on its own loop. It's got its own dedicated power supply, and I use an Ethernet cable. Yeah, whatever. Oh, and we need some raid suggestions. Bagels and Walk Sean showing us a juvenile cormorant recently. No worries, Strawberry Fields. Life happens, you know? Hopefully, Strawberry Fields, I hope that we'll have a closing date and good news on all that front. We've done Ira Abba before, but if there are no other suggestions, we'll go that way. Let's see, Twitch. I really want to raid Kit Boga one day. But they're in Lisbon, I guess. Portugal, yeah? Okay. Yeah, I think we've done all those before, but I don't know that I've done Ira Abba in a while, so I'll just do that for now, and then, yeah. I'm waiting to see if I could see the name, the name on the side of this boat and see if Strawberry Fields approves before we go. Tony adds hello. But in the meantime, thanks everyone for joining. I appreciate your support. Super Chat, Super Stickers, PayPal, Patreon memberships. Thank you, subscribers. Thank you, not subscribers. Thank you, too. But if you're not subscribed and listening, do think about it. Helps us out. Helps other walkers out, too. Twitch, folks, thank you for the follows. Thank you for the subscriptions, which are premium there. If you do have Amazon Prime, you could always do a free subscription with your perks of having Amazon Prime. This is the Koala-fied cruiser, like koala. It meets all the qualifications. Yeah. So yeah, thank you again to the Twitch folks, and thank you for your thumbs on YouTube, and thanks to the mods everywhere. Tony doing all right, heading out at the moment. And the pigeon counter, and the rat counter, and the sniffle stuff. I talk fast at the end. It's become like almost a script portion there, because I kind of say the same thing at the end of every stream. Anyway, thanks again everyone for joining today. Our next stream is tomorrow. It's a commute from Brooklyn into Manhattan, Crown Heights, Brooklyn. So we'll be doing that probably close to 8 a.m. And it takes me a good almost 2 hours to walk, and it might be raining. So let's see how all that goes. It's a recipe for disaster, but we'll try our best. So till then, have a great rest of Sunday. See you soon.